Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm me and today I want to tell you about the kingdom of happiness. It is really interesting, isn't it? Let's see. And the first thing I want to tell you is about the growth and happiness. Britain's first happiness survey were taken in 2007. However, the idea of tracking the nation's happiness came about long before that. In 1972, James Shackness Watchers became the king of Britain. He was just 16 years old. The teenage king wanted to have his country prosper while remaining true to its value. He felt that the way other nations thought about prosperity was wrong for Britain. Most other nations use a measurement called gross domestic product (GDP) to track and guide growth. GDP measures the value of all goods and services produced in a country. Buying and selling were not the driving force in Bhutanese culture. However, the country has many farms and villages but few factories and cities. Bhutan is also mainly a Buddhist nation. Buddhists believe that achieving happiness is an important step in leading a fulfilling life. For them, being happy is not about the money. To achieve happiness, they believe a person must examine and improve many aspects of life: spiritual, physical, social, and environmental. King Wangchuk was convinced that the country as a whole should focus on these things too. It didn't make sense to focus only on money. The king felt that increasing the Bhutanese people's happiness, not just its wealth, as the way to grow and thrive. And the next thing I want to tell you is 4 pillars of happiness. The Bhutanese government created the idea of gross national happiness, G&H, as a guide for running the country. The popular young kings and his minister discussed how they might promote happiness when making important decisions. They considered 4 key areas or pillars tied to Buddhist idea of happiness. The first pillars were about how people were governed. These were important because policies and laws determine how citizens live their life. The second pillar is how people work and play together, which can affect their mental state and happiness. The third pillar was about preserving Bhutanese culture. These were critical for Bhutanese identity. The final pillar explored people's relationship to their environment. In 1999, the Bhutanese government allowed television and the internet inside its borders. For the first time, Bhutan citizens began to learn more about the world outside their own country and the world learned more about Bhutan. People were attracted to Bhutan's untouched beauty and its peaceful lifestyle. Visitors to Bhutan found a land where time was less rushed, a school and at work. People dressed in traditional Buddhist clothing. Signs along the roads encouraged citizens to connect with nature. Meditation, sitting quietly for time with one's thoughts, were part of the daily routine. People spent time with their families. All these things contribute to the population's sense of well-being. Bhutanese believe these 4 pillars must be in balance for their citizens to achieve happiness in life. At first, the 4 pillars were only simple suggestions. For Bhutanese people, happiness, nothing was measured, no data captured. Bhutan was a secluded land. It didn't change much with Western nations. Few visitors came to the country, then things began to change. Bhutan suddenly became a destination for tourists who wanted to find out more about the secluded kingdom. Okay, it's the end of the video today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you.